Namaskar, you are watching eVidya channels and NCERT's official YouTube channel. We bring you the live telecast of webinar at this time as this is 4 o'clock. So, before we begin this session, I have an announcement regarding G20, so I would like to share it with you all. We are proud that India assumed the G20 presidency and will convene the G20 Leaders Summit in the country for the very first time in 2023. A nation deeply committed to democracy and multilateralism, India's G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in the history as it seeks to play an important role by finding pragmatic global solutions for the well-being of all, and in doing so manifest the true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. So with this announcement, I would like to start our webinar session, and today is the journey of National ICT Awardee teacher. So in which we are connected with the teacher, those who are the ICT awardee. Let's begin this session with our guest, Mr. Amravaju Lakshminatham from Zilla Parishad High School, Indalwai, Nizamabad, Telangana. Mr. Natham, namaskar and a very warm welcome in this session.
Yeah, namaskar, sir.
This is really good to connect with you again, and I would request all the participants, all the viewers, those who are connected with us, you can call us 8800440559 is the number if you have any questions and queries, or you can mail us on training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So let's explore the journey of Mr. Lakshminatham. Sir, now all yours, and we would like to know more about your journey.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Good evening, all. Namaste. Yeah, this is Lakshminathan, Physical Science, ZPHS Indalwai, and Nizamabad District, Telangana. So, firstly, I convey thanks to my parents for giving this beautiful life without any obstacle. So, yes, I convey thanks to my teachers who is molded this personality as like this, and last but not least, I convey thanks to my family, for which they are a tremendous support of my wife, Lekana, and children, Aniket and Astilesia, for spending their time in ICT tools.
Okay.
So at the same time, I convey thanks to my friends who are encouraging me to travel and reach this goal. So I was born in 5th September 1975. The date is Teacher's Day.
Yes.
So I was a teacher. And I'm born on Teacher's Day. I'm be with my father is also teacher.
Oh, wow.
I'm growing like a teacher, and now I am a teacher. And similarly, I die with a teacher also same.
Great,
so I stayed at Argul, born at Argul, which is located in Nizamabad district in Telangana state. And I completed my education in government institutions, all government institutions. And my master degree with mathematics in Osmania University, as well as my professional degree also completed in Nagarjuna Sagar, which is located at Nalgonda district, Telangana. And my appointment of as a teacher is SGT in 14th August 1998, and promoted as a school assistant physical science in 1st November 2002.
Okay.
So these are all my background of education. So now, how I am attracted to this ICT is the most important in my childhood.
Okay.
So my creativity started in my childhood at Velpur village, which is in Armor Mandal, Nizamabad district, Telangana state. So at that time, for national-wide teleschool program was telecasted in Doordarshan. So in that teleschool program, so many experiments were telecasted. So I'm not going to school properly at that time. So I watched that regularly, program, and I encouraged to develop the experiment skills in my childhood like this. So I watched the TV in my neighboring neighbors. So in that program, every day they demonstrated one experiment which is mostly attracted to me. So when I was, and the second point is to reach this ICT tool. The second point is, so when I was in SGT, so my colleague and my friend taken one A4 size printout of our timetable, school timetable, and show it to me. So I was very surprised how it was happen. Why? Because when I'm in degree, I am very interested in typing. So why it was happen is nothing but my name is Lakshminatham. My brother name is Lakshmi Kantam. So he started typing in Type Institute. He got a certificate in the name of me. So similarly, names were in certificate. So on behalf of Lakshmi Kantam, some certificate is came in the name of Lakshmi Natham. So I am attracted to typing. So already I got a certificate, so I continue the journey. So typed the typing institute to Telugu and English in lower and higher cadre. At that time, I am a district topper at that time in Telugu as well as English. So 60 words per minute WPM I was typed at that time. So that was stick to this computer keyboard and typing keyboard is both are same. So that is the way I'm attracted to computer. That was the second my journey of key role. And the third point is in Jalalpur village when I was working as a school assistant to physical science, two computers were given to school. So our headmaster is simply takes that two computers and simply keep the two computers in some room and lock that room. So nobody can touch. So my mind is totally eagerly waiting for that computer. So in lunch break, I will open that lock and keep the doing work on that computer. So two computers with a dot matrix printer. So keep that working on that computers. So some such a times they may be spoiled and bring the computers into the Nizamabad district headquarters and keep in touch with the mechanic, those who are uh, hardware. So I was learned through like this, uh, till our journey is like going on like that. So after that, when CCE, continuous comprehensive evaluation, is came on to the education system, so totally the progress report card of student is more than 9 to 10 pages, 14 pages. So every student may be maintained to that 14 pages. So I think that I maybe developed a software on that. So I purchased the one computer and I eagerly waiting for developing that software. I completed that software in my own. So after that, I kept that software into my DO office. In that DO office, DCB secretary Chandrasekhar sir was suggested me like that. You went into the SCRT Hyderabad, then you show it there. So at that time, I went to the given one address of Chiranjeev sir. So I went into the SCRT and met that person and I showed it them. So he helped me a lot and suggested me to changes in that blog. So I totally changed. So my journey started like this. So this is the way I went into the SCRT. This is my starting stage to up to this. So after that, I reached the SCRT. So they may be found me in different stages, and they suggest me to utilize all the way in digital level and everything. So this is my first level of basic. So now can I share my presentation? Then yes.
Notification sound continue from your system. So if you can, close your WhatsApp in the browser, that would be great.
Okay. So now can I stop the screen share? Then I will close it. After that, I will
Okay, no
close
issues.
the
Please
screen.
go on. No, please go on.
Okay. So
Please.
yes. Now my screen was shared, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So this is my professional development. I was learned through Swayam animations. Right now, I am in building animations in my career. I'm through the Blender. So,
Okay.
Mr. Dr. Abhishek, the Banaras Hindi University assistant professor, he's helped me a lot to learn the this Blender software. So, along with that, I completed my TIS education, Tata Institute of Social Sciences in science and ICT tools. So these are also helped me to reach our goal. So after that, I've trained the total district gazetted officers in our Nizamabad district through the training e-learning mode, comprehensive online modified modules for induction training. These were the certificate. So I trained the MEOs and MROs and agriculture officers along with collectors also. So totally trained on how e-learning mode is going on. This is the first basic way of 2017 October it was started. So the mobilization of my resources is this is first way in my school there is no computer. So I donated my first computer to my school. So then only donors may come. So after that, these are all the batch 95, 96 batch of that school. They are donated some switchboards and all other things. And here is the lab, the digital lab. So these previous students were donated electric wiring and equipments to computer lab school. So this is the sample. Our digital classroom. This is our school digital classroom. Yeah, in this room it is a KM. Along with the KM, here is TV. In this room, students can learn. This is a Diksha portal. Diksha portal, NCERT Diksha portal. When you first took science class at school, you probably learned basic steps of the scientific investigation. You've likely heard of words like hypothesis, experiment, and observation. You may have even memorized a prescribed set of steps. The scientific method is a set of procedures that scientists follow in order. So, our digital classroom, this is. So, and my contribution in development of publisher for teaching, learning, assessment is this is a Diksha portal. Diksha, I was worked in Diksha. Nearly 80 videos were contributed in myself in Telugu and English language. Along with that, these are all the proceedings which are given by Diksha. After that, I maintained 2 YouTube channels, which is Science NJV channel. This is whole Nizamabad district teachers maybe follow. All the content which is free for everyone, those who are a teacher and student. And after the Lala channel also. So I'm contributed the CK12, which is the most important website, which is I contributed more than MCQs, and I'm also one of the member of this CK12, which is regulated by the US. And here is the H5P. I'm also contributed a lot of content, HTML5 content. These are all the contents. I'm also using this content to develop the teachers as well as students. So this is our blogger. Also, I'm going to maintain the blogger, Science Resources, Nizamabad. And my contribution in development of innovative idea of user teacher learning association is this is the my Byju's model application. ఈ పూతలో ఉన్నటువంటి రంగు రెడ్ ఆక్సైడ్, ఎరుపు రంగు రెడ్ ఆక్సైడ్ కెమికల్తో ప్రిపరేషన్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో ఈ పుటాకార దర్పణ మధ్యలో లోతుగా ఉండడాన్ని మీరు గమనించవచ్చు. దీనికి సమాంతరంగా ఇప్పుడు కిరణాలు రావడాన్ని మీరు గమనిస్తారు. ఒకసారి సమాంతరంగా ఈ కిరణాలన్నీ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్లయితే సూర్యుడి నుంచి అన్ని కూడా సమాంతరంగా వచ్చి ఒకదానికి మధ్యన అన్ని కూడా సేమ్ డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఉండడాన్ని, సూర్యుడి నుంచి వచ్చే కిరణాలు సమాంతరంగా ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి ఆ సమాంతర కిరణాలు అన్నీ కూడా ఇక్కడ పడడాన్ని మనం గమనించవచ్చు. ఈ పడ్డ కిరణాలు తిరిగి పరావర్తనం చెంది తిరిగి మళ్ళీ అన్ని కూడా ఈ రకంగా ఒక పాయింట్ దగ్గరికి మనం పుటాకార దర్పణం. So my design and implementation of innovation enabled teaching learning assessment method is so this is the CK12. Already I contributed in the platform as NCERT, and these are all the students which are used the CK12 content in regularly.
Would you please increase the volume of these videos?
Yeah, this is the last panel, sir.
Okay, no problem. Please go on.
Yes, assessment of evaluation using ICT. I'm also the tools, assessment tools were using CK12 assessment tool also is there. So children may be used these CK12 assessment and own content. This is the content which is prepared by our own content. We maybe submit the own content to the CK12 also. And after that, this is the link and seconds time is every is optimable to the student. And same similar manner assignment maybe use the Google Classroom also. This is one model, and these are all the links which is assignment is in Google Classroom. These tools are used in pandemic time. Actually, the assignment of Google Form also. This is one more assignment for Google Form also used for children. This is the number of students were assigned to the Google Form, and enhancing learning outcomes among the students through TPAC. Technologically, pedagogical, and content analysis. These the three way we can develop the content in the student. That is the way of CK12 is the most important. And use of ICT for community development at large is so this is the model educational resource center of Nizamabad. We are planning in that. So after the completion of my future plan is this, and promoting health and well-being in through ICT. So these are all the physical education teachers. In ISTA training, I developed the health and well-being and POCSO Act and developing personal social qualities in our teachers. Then only they developed the these activities in students. So in the training of they may be, I may be given to the physical education teachers. So my ICT activities are in national level. These two are.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
This is Lakshminathan.
Yeah, these are all two contents. Content hub I presented in the national NCRT level channel, and these two are NCRT. I contributed the tutorials. These two courses were developed in NCRT channel, and as well as I contributed more than 30 videos to the UNICEF. These are on the digital recording proofs, and I got the certificate of UNICEF through our director and professors, and this is the certificate. I'm state level. This is the Diksha. I work for Diksha, and these are all the proceedings, and these are all the digital lessons which are all telecasted.
స్వాగతం పిల్లలు. ఇంతకు ముందు పాఠ్యాంశంలో
After that, this is the NMMS National Merit Means Scholarship Examination. Recently, I'm work for this.
ఫిజిక్స్ని ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ కావాలి, ఏ అంశాలను మనం ప్రిపేర్ అయితే మనకు పూర్తి మార్కులు వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉంటుందో మనం లక్ష్మీనాథన్ గారిని అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. లక్ష్మీనాథన్ గారు,
Sir.
ఫిజిక్స్ని ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ కావాలి?
Yes, after that, online assessment is also, this is the work of my COVID-19 time. I was working for state throughout the 45 days. We are working through the SART Telangana. This is one Quizlet and HYF apps were trained in throughout the state. These are all the links to the teachers. And these are 45 days webinars sessions were allocated, and content creation training, animation, Impress also. So I given a training to teachers on LibreOffice Impress, which is Ubuntu, and part 2 and part 1 both are given to the teachers, those who are free and open source software. And after that, worksheets also developed at the time for 10th class students to reach the examinations. This is the Nishta training, which is given by SCRT MHSRD. And I'm a member of TS ICT Curriculum Trier, Telangana Repository Open Education Resource Center.
Okay.
So, and these are all the important things. And Ubuntu software and hardware training given in state. So I'm one of the member of Ubuntu software training center in a state. So this is the training of 40 ICT training, and these are I contributed some videos to the Vidyadhan in our state ACRT. Uh, in district level at that time. So what we are faced, I got a little bit of information about the computer, but so many teachers are not getting that information. So I decided that I independently work for 30 days training for our physical science and biological science teachers in both districts, Nizamabad and Kamaradi district. Training every day, 30 days were given. The first day is given a training, and the second day is going to practicing them personally. So throughout the more than 10,000 teachers were helped through the training, and along with that, they helped themselves. After that, this training was reached to the students while online. So similar way, 3 days for English teachers and 2 days for Telugu teachers and 1 day for mathematics teachers. So yeah, this is the way I can contributed my knowledge to share throughout the two district. After that, other than more than 7 days training is given in physical science teachers in Siddipeta district. This is the link, sample.
టూల్స్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసి మొబైల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి యాప్స్ ద్వారా కూడా మన సెషన్ని బ్రహ్మాండంగా రన్ చేయవచ్చు. సో ఇందులో ఉన్నటువంటి యాప్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో కొన్ని స్పెషల్ యాప్స్ అవి సిస్టంలో
So this is the way I can contributed my knowledge in Siddipet district. After that, so 1 day training given in for physical science in Nalgonda district also. So
Okay.
yeah, then this is a KN training for the teachers. So many teachers are in our district. 190 KNs were distributed among the district. So some of them were not used in KN. So I had a lot of experience and to share about the KN. So I trained in certain schools of teachers how to open and how to connect the KNs and everything. So, and this is the Kalotso program. I worked for Kalotso previously 4-5 years in our district. We are contributed Kalotso program, and this year one student were selected throughout the national level of Hanmakonda district.
Great.
So yes, so these are all the Nishta programs along with our teachers. And at that time, I contributed a Zoom meeting. So there is low cost and no cost. My aim is to be low cost and no cost. Zoom is to be purchased, but 45 minutes of time, I had maintained more than a number of teachers to reach this training. So that's why I placed 3 mobiles in different places and connected with single. And I share the information through the Zoom with without any payment.
Okay.
So yeah, and in school level, Vinod Vijnanam VVM were students may be needed to the online entry and primary level also, and high school level also. They know how to write the exam in online mode. So this is the best exam of VVM. Which is useful to students. More than 40 students wrote the examination through the online mode with their mobile. So yes, these are all the captions, and my contribution to school with respect to ICT is this is my work throughout the state. Yes, I got a first place in throughout the state. These are all my science experiments in online mode. So students were done in online mode, science experiments like this. So these are all the online classes at the time. And my contribution to the school is find a donor and make the computer lab well equipped by them, and raising computer literacy for all teachers in our school. Why? Because if I'm a literate, so total work may be done by myself. So if I'm sharing my knowledge to my teachers, then only independently they can do their own work. So teaching ICT tools at least to 5 children from each class. So I have to reach the goal. Why? Because every student, at least 5 students. My goal is to be reach at least 5 children in the each class. So all children in 6th and 7th class draw geometrical structures through the IntelliSpace tool, and introducing all the softwares available in Ubuntu. Why? Because it is a free and open source. So to motivate students and growing interest in learning and decrease the dropout percentage. So I firstly, my aim is to give the computer lab in charge to the C grade student. So he has to maintain the lab and he has to give the keys and he has to clean the computer, everything. So he has to take charge of everything computer lab. Why? Because I need to drop out percentage very less due to this activity. So ICT helped me in my professional growth a lot. So the role of ICT in my professional development is immense. ICT is a tool that is suitable for me to learn my favorite things at my favorite time, to learn many things in new style. So as a teacher and friend, this ICT informs the unknown. We thrive professionally by learning things that no one else knows, earning respect in the community. This is the most and most important the thing. If there is a quest to learn a little, it will show the ocean and teach many things. Uh, every day, if we sit in front of the computer, we can learn more and more things, which is suitable for us. So helps to do the most difficult task in the shortest possible time, like a machine. So keeps any information before our eyes in the blink of an eye. So ICT is like a good lawyer who is a no danger to us, like a friend, like a benefactor, illuminating the darkness by giving the right hints. So, and even the smallest mobile phone can store a large amount of information and travel around the world without having to carry large files. So, ICT is a wonderful Ayurvedic herb that gives a pleasure to the tired body and mind to me.
Right.
So
Agreed.
grandmothers and grandfathers are used to be there to tell us things we don't know, we do not know. But today's single families and today's grandparents are today's ICT who pass on to generation the uniqueness of festivals, customs, stories, songs, and more to pass on the past history to future generations. So this is the lack I found it in ICT. So various assessment strategies are, this is the Kayan, the orbit of electron in the classroom cannot be described with the help of a blackboard. So, but it can be easily understood by means of ICT tools such as a Kayan projector and ICT tools of Blender and all other things.
Okay.
So, yes, this is the I'm using a live board in the time, COVID time. In the COVID time scenario, I'm using open board and live boards instead of blackboard, e-textbook instead of textbook. So, and this is the live board of using a live board, how the way we can use the live board. And science experiments and launch equipment may not be available in all schools. So in such a case, it is easy to show experiments, but also equipment or launch methods. And these are all the science experiments already shown before that. And during COVID time, I was teaching online classes to 7th, 6th to 10th classes. So we are using digital classes along with the regular timetable.
Okay.
This is the regular timetable, and mind maps also using and simulations also. I'm developing simulations and contributed simulations to the CQ12 and other tools. And same similar way, I'm participated in co-curricular activities, is ideal for learning, helps to develop language skills and sing the syllabus melodiously. So you can stay in the classroom from all over India and the world and see many amazing mountains like places sees mountains through the ICT.
Right.
Overall impact, yes, overall impact of ICT is using technology to make every child feel good about school is the first my motto, and creating interactive simulations using ICT tools and utilizing technology to identify students liking and identify topics according to their liking, increase the use of computer in every school, as well as raising the awareness of every teacher on technology and their skills in the way they use it in their classroom. So
Right.
a timetable should be prepared for each computer, assigning responsibility to each teacher and incorporate all the items related to that class into the computer. So good progress is seen in each class teacher as he or she assign computer responsibilities to the underprivileged and underprivileged students in his or her classroom. So teach students how to add and remove devices like a KM and how to use them. Instructions should be taught daily by the teacher repeatedly, so that each student does not abuse this technology. So doing so will increase students' interest in school, reduce dropouts, and reduce absenteeism. Expect better results. So my future plans in ICT is developing the educational resource center in Nizamabad.
Okay.
So after that, developing this type of content means so many people were using the Byju's technology. So, so many people were using Byju's technology. So my friend says that, sir, I'm not able to purchase the 80,000 and 90,000 rupees of worth of that content. So I decided that
Right.
I maybe I maybe develop that type of content. So then only each teacher and each student may be helpful. Already
Yes.
some teachers and two students were encouraging me. They maybe use the content of CK12 of content, and they called to me, said that, sir, you saved more than 1 lakh rupees of money
Right.
because of that tool. So this is the way most of the valuable tools are in. So many people were saying that nobody can use the mobile and laptops and all other things. But my convey is, so use the tools, but in the in the absence of in the without absence of your teacher and parents, we can't. So just focus on that. Everybody can go through the content. So this is the way. And one more thing is, after the getting of this award, I maybe first of all, I didn't fly to the Delhi. That is the first time
Okay.
I may be stepping to the flight. So that may be tremendous to me. I've shared this content, I shared this thoughts to the Behra sir also. So in this way, the personalities were meet in the national level, NCRT level, and Nitya madam and Angel madam and Behra sir. So the way of their attitude is very attracted to me. So I decided that so I have to work more and more so to reach the next level. So I decided like that. Yes, sir. This is the way my journey is. And previously, right now, I'm going to work for district and state, as well as total every when I reach the when I get the ICT award. After the everybody is going to recognize me.
Right.
Recognition is more attracted me to contribute more time, more invest my time into the system.
Right.
So that's sir.
Right, right, great, and it is really, really wonderful, and I must say it is very good to know about all your endeavors which you have done. And I'm sure we should congratulate you again, as I have, we witnessed the moment when you get the award from the Minister of State, Srimati Annapurna ji. So really, it was a moment to cherish for a long time, and I was a spectator, too, in the hall. So I'm very happy to host for you.
Yes.
So my main, we would like to, have some conversation with you. So what was the hurdles initially when you taken a step to the to be a ICT kind of helper, a teacher who can bring ICT in the education. So what were the hurdles initially you have faced?
So first of all, interested should be in the teacher. Before that, if any person is going to spend the time in the evening session, evening time, so at that time he has to spend the time with their family. So he has to take time and know the ICT tools, and after that, when he get the information about the ICT tools, then only he can spend the a little bit of time in school.
Okay.
So when I'm spending in time, first of all, my hurdle is in my family. I got the every teacher is going to come and go to the school. Why you are going to spend a little bit of time on computers? So that is the first level of hurdle in family. You have to overcome. You have to share your dream to your family members. Then only you can overcome that hurdle.
Right.
And after that. When you are entering into the staff, some of the teachers were says that so he's the why he's spending a lot of time on system. So my need is to be that I'm not going to put a pen in paper. So every work will be done by the computer. That is my main motto.
Okay.
So why? Because it is a linear mission. I said that it is a linear mission. A lot of big work maybe can done in a little bit of time. So I discussed with our staff and headmaster.
Okay.
So if we work the paper and pen, it will take some more one day time. If we work with the computer like this, smart work. So that is a hard work and a smart work.
Right.
So we do the smart work. So I come with the things like that.
It was a blended approach between the hard work and the smart work. It is really good. But the next question, a very pertinent question arises here, as once you get into the computers and you are spending more time in the school, to leave your family behind. So the question is, see, we are we know actually the Indian diaspora, what we can expect people, that there is a very difficult chance to get the change in everyone's life. So what was the reaction of the students and their parents? As you rightly mentioned, community engagement is very important. So how did they opt your ICT tools in the education? Because it is a regular step, right? They can take, they come to school and they, learn something and they left. So, but how did you manage, to get them into the ICT tools in the learning mode? So how was it? How did they opt it?
Okay, yeah. First way is that firstly it is a not a urban area; it is a rural area.
Okay.
So some people are smartphones and some may not, some may not.
Okay.
So those who are smart people and those are living with same locality. So firstly, I call them up to the school, bring them up with the institute with mobile. And what I did is, firstly, they have to know that I had a computer knowledge with a different tools I'm using. So in Science Day, what I was did is simply I'm put into the Kayan and stars. Totally, room was dark, completely dark will be in the room. And after that, and my Kayan is simply put up to the top, and solar system will be appear on the screen. So at that time, I invited all the parents and all the students and all the neighbors, those who are in neighboring area of the school. So I invited all the students and nearby schools teachers also.
Okay.
So they watched that solar system in the sky. So they feel that Birla Planetarium, like in Hyderabad. So they maybe feel like that. So after that, I discussed with their parents. So these type of tools were inserted in your mobile also. So after that, I install such apps like Skyview and all other things. So then I can show that these type of tools were inserted in your mobile also. So you have to encourage the students while they are using the mobile phone. You have to keep your pay the attention, and you sit besides of that students. Really, they can do the work. So
Right.
if you leave that personally with mobile gadgets, so they can do the different things. I said that. So this is the way I can convey the things to the parents.
Right, right.
First, they have to understand the teacher first.
Right.
Then only we can impose the content to their
Right.
parents.
So the thing is, now as you have shared with us now, after this award, people are recognizing you. You have your own identity, which is very, very good. Teacher has has their own identity, individual, which is very important for the entire society. So after the award announcement, what are the changes you have been observed in your life?
So firstly, my wife is supported more and more.
Okay.
Before that, she at one corner, maybe different. Maybe he is spending hours and hours of time in system. So and my children are also aware of that. So when I got this award, I reached the call from the Times of India.
Okay.
So I had a call from Times of India. So my children are said that so one day he totally what we can call that
They were on cloud nine.
popular in one day.
Okay,
So
great.
he popular in one day, but the work will be done in the previous last 20 years. They doesn't know.
Yes.
But I get the call in one day. So they said that like that. And one more thing, in society also, wherever I will go, so morely the banners will be appeared, and my DO work came to the school and appreciated with garlands and mementos. In my society, every person in my colony, people were also celebrated, and my teachers and my colleagues, my friends and my community and temples, wherever not, those who are knows, everybody is invited me, and in WhatsApp groups, such a people like that. So they are discussing in village where I am studying in Velpur. So one of my brother said that so there people were discussed with you. So he's the son of teacher Rahul sir, third son. He got a national award like that. So that words are just forget the work whatever I did in the past.
Right, right. Great, great. And I can share one thing with you, as when we were students, and we have seen so many teachers, teaching to the students, and they are telling their stories. So they have been used a very common phrase that see the iceberg. You see the iceberg, it's just a small piece of ice on the water, but there is a lot of piece, below the water. So you can portray your journey as the success is the smaller part, of the iceberg, and the last 20 years which you have spent on the system, and the struggle you have been through for the 20 years are the part which is not visible for the students. So this is really, really great and wonderful to know, and I am sure your many more accolades to come to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Lakshminatham, for joining us for this wonderful ICT awardee journey, and we can congratulate you again, and also the best wishes for all your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir, and I have to convey the thanks to whole NCRT team, as well as our master, Behra sir. And after that, Angel madam, and everything, those who are supported me, and in the state level, my directors and district level DEOs, and as well as my colleagues. And there some I have to give some to friends like that. So Nagaraj sir and Bhumaya sir and SCRT teachers, Venkat Reddy sir and all other were helped me a lot to reach this goal. So this is the main platform. If I am going to talk in front of this camera is before the camera, that means these are all the people to help me a lot to reach this goal. And yes, finally, my family support is more than all other, or
Yes.
whatever I say.
Agreed, agreed. Thank you very much, and I can, sense your emotions now, and I respect it. Thank you very much for your time and for this wonderful session, for all the viewers, for all the stakeholders of this webinar. Thank you very much, Mr. Amravaju Lakshminatham. Thank you. So this was
Yes, sir.
our.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. So this was our webinar in which we have just known about the journey of National ICT Awardee, Mr. Amravaju Lakshminatham from Zilla Parishad High School, Indalwai, Nizamabad, Telangana. So we are here to conclude the session, but before going to end the session, I have an announcement regarding G20. I would like to share it with you all. We are proud that India assumed the G20 presidency and will convene the G20 Leaders Summit in the country for the very first time in 2023. A nation deeply committed to democracy and multilateralism, India G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in the history as it seeks to play an important role by finding pragmatic global solutions for the well-being of all, and in doing so manifest the true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. So this is the announcement and the message of G20 I would like to share. So now I am here to conclude the session. Please be with us, don't go away, because we will be right back with the next session of Sahyog, in which we talk about mental well-being and mental wellness of our adolescents. Stay tuned, keep watching, we'll be right back. Namaskar.